Well, Americans are fighting for a higher minimum wage, urging their lawmakers to increase that rate to $15 an hour. That number has been thrown around for years. In fact, President Joe Biden says he plans to tackle that issue in his first 100 days. Local 5's Lakin McGee joins us. And Lakin, who will this impact and what do those who make minimum wage need to know about it?
Yeah, the minimum wage in Iowa went up twice from 2007 to 2009, jumping from $5.85 to $7.25. Now, the minimum wage has not been adjusted since then, but some Iowans say it needs to happen.
You can't survive on anything less than $15 an hour.
This is Corinna. Before the pandemic, she was making $13.50 an hour. She says she couldn't afford a 2-bedroom apartment for her and her son.
They haven't raised minimum wage in years. Prices of living have been already going up, and now people can't afford to live. It's really hard.
And economists agree.
If you account for inflation, the Iowa minimum wage today would have to be about $9.33 an hour to give you the same purchasing power an Iowan had working at the minimum wage back in 2007.
Here's what that means. A minimum wage worker in Iowa today needs to work 9 extra hours a week to make the same as a minimum wage worker in 2007.
If the minimum wage does go up, would that mean, say, you and our wage would also go up?
Probably if you're right near the minimum wage, but above $15, you are likely to receive some kind of a bump.
Here's who it will affect the most: retail workers, servers, and those in the hospitality industry. So let's talk about local businesses. If you're a thriving business during the pandemic, your employees will be just fine with the raise. But if your business struggled, the raise could put them out of business.
Some of them might be forced to close because they don't generate enough revenue to pay the higher labor costs.
But Swenson says Iowa has the lowest minimum wage compared to some of our neighboring states.
The minimum wage will be increased on a state-by-state basis. Many states already have minimum wages that are approaching $15 an hour. It is time for Iowa and those other states as well to adjust their minimum wage.
Swenson says by not raising the minimum wage, that puts more people in poverty and forces more to rely on government programs.
Yeah, Lakin, you spoke with another economist. What were his final thoughts on all of this?
Yeah, Stephanie, also the man you saw there, Orazem, he says half the working population won't even be affected. This is because most people, well, they make above $15 an hour. Live in West Des Moines, Lakin McGee, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
All right, Lakin, thank you. Well, the first federal minimum wage was set at 25 cents in 1938. That's according to the U.S. Department of Labor. But that guaranteed wage did not apply to everyone. In fact, it wasn't until the 70s when a federal wage applied to most everyone across industries. Since then, it's been raised 10 times, the last 3 times, 07, 08, and 09. Congress raised the federal wage by 70 cents, the most it's ever been raised at one time. And what we're looking at now is a one-time raise of $7.75.